Hey folks, Rachana Ranade here, and I welcome you all to an amazing live stream. I'm sure you're going to enjoy today's live stream. We are going to discuss about Trump tariff trouble. Is it really a trouble or not? Is what we are going to discuss, of course. Just a second. And then we are going to talk about if there could be certain sectors to watch, certain stocks to watch. We are going to discuss all of these things. It's going to be a session which is packed with knowledge. I'm sure you're going to love this. And today, if you remember, as promised last Thursday, I had promised that we are going to start a new discussion from this Thursday. Who can remember? What is something new that we are going to discuss from today? Every Thursday, I talk about Nifty, I talk about, sometimes I talk about option chain, but majorly I talk about Nifty. There is something which we had discussed on the previous Thursday, and we said that if you're interested, I'll take up option chain. तो हमने बोला था, yeah, Suresh has given the correct answer, and Suresh says US markets. But I did not know that US markets were so keen to come into the limelight. US markets were so happy that Rachana is going to cover us in the Thursday live streams, so we should show some action, right? And this is the first Thursday that we are going to discuss about US markets, and the US markets are in absolute action. Suresh says he has recently shifted to USA. Okay, fantastic. So Suresh, you will be interested. I mean, you will be definitely interested to know how US is reacting to Trump tariffs news. First and foremost, I'll quickly show you how the US markets are reacting to this. Why are they reacting so much? What actual news came up about the tariffs? Is everything in the most simplified way is what we're going to discuss today. For that, let me first share the screen. First, we'll start with how US has actually reacted to this news of Trump tariffs, right? So let me just share my screen. I'm figuring out. Okay, right. First and foremost, let's understand what is S&P 500 index. Okay, so today's session is important. I'm going to quickly give you a quick explanation on what each and every index means. Okay, like we have Nifty 50 or we have Nifty 500. Nifty 500 is an index which is composed of 500 stocks, top 500 stocks listed on the Indian Stock Exchange. Similarly, S&P 500 is about top 500 stocks by market capitalization, which are listed on the US stock exchanges. Okay, so this covers a big universe. 500 stocks in an index is what it covers. Now, when had S&P 500 hit an all-time high? It had hit an all-time high on 19th February. Abbi. So when all people were saying, see how Indian markets are behaving. Now let's take fun for fun, right? 19th February, where was Nifty 500? When US markets had hit an all-time high on 19th February, where were we on 19th February? This is where we were on 19th February. 20,000. Oh, this is sorry. This is Nifty 500. I just missed a heartbeat. How come we were on 20,000 something? This is Nifty 500. Let's check how much percentage down. This is where is 19th Feb. Roughly 15% down. When we were 15% down from the top, S&P 500 had hit an all-time high. And all those people who love talking about Indian markets, economy is not doing well and weak numbers expected. I understand that yes, we were overvalued and we did take a beating. Of course, the quarterly numbers were not that great. And many people were creating such a bad image, and now retailers are also going to sell off this and that. And we have been saying on this channel that I understand, but we have certain levels. We will ideally respect the levels. We have talked about 23,300, 22,800. All these levels we have talked about multiple times. I said worst case scenario, we could go down to 21,200, which is election day low. We never went even closer to that. 21,800 was the level which we were talking about, but this is the point post which we actually took a reversal. 21,960 roughly, 22,000, right? And post which we have seen a decent enough recovery. This was the place, 23,800, where we saw a nice recovery till here. but then ultimately we have taken a small pullback here. So in short, what am I trying to tell you? That markets do react to news. Markets do want a reason to fall. What was the reason for us to fall? The reason for us to fall was high valuations. The reason for us to fall was weak quarterly earnings. The reason for us to fall was weak Indian rupee. The reason for us to fall was the overall forex reserves were dropping, of course, because of all these reasons. FIS pulling out, our trade deficit was kind of widening, crude oil was pretty much at an high. We also talked about a fact that overall Dixie DXY, which is the dollar index, that was at an all-time high. So all these reasons put together, we were falling pretty badly. And all in all, we are currently 11.5% down on Nifty 50. And as far as Nifty 500 is concerned, Nifty 500 is down 13.5%. Okay. Till that time, everyone was saying US ko kuch nahi hoga, US is amazing, you should shift your portfolio to US. Now let's see what US is performing. We fell for Nifty 500, we fell 13.5% in 6 months. And US has fallen 11.5%, roughly 11.3% since 19th of February. In 1.5 months, they have fallen 11.3%. Isn't that a big one? Yes. What are the fears? Fears are of inflation. Fears are that if the tariffs are really being implemented and if the tariffs hit them hard, it is going to have a negative impact on their economy for sure. If their growth slows down, then it's the worst thing that can happen, because that's called as stagflation. Inflation will hit the US markets because of tariffs. There are no second thoughts on that. Inflation plus lower growth would lead to a bad combination, which is called as a stagflation. Stagnation plus inflation, which is called as stagflation. And they don't want, none of the economies would want to have that. And that is a fear because of which today in a single day, S&P 500 has crashed 3.8%. It's a pretty big fall, right? Now let's go on to NASDAQ composite. NASDAQ is like our Nifty IT. Okay. Our Nifty IT has fallen quite a bit, by the way, almost 24.5% from its all-time high. And what about their Nifty IT, which is NASDAQ? It has fallen almost 17.4%. But this was the all-time high. This was in December, 3 months roughly. In 3 months, NASDAQ composite, which is purely based off IT companies, that has fallen 17.5%. Pretty sharp fall, right? Next one is DJIA, which is the Dow Jones Industrial Average. This index has majorly manufacturing companies. Okay. So again, this is a similar high, 31st Jan. From 31st Jan till now, 9.2% gone. Okay. More than 9% gone in 2 months roughly. Correct. That is how their DJIA, Dow Jones Industrial Average, is performing. And look at Russell 2000. This is down 5.8% today. Down in a single day, 5.8%. See, this is also one bad candle, which is 4.3%. This is what big red candle, 2.9%. But today, because there is a gap down also, it's doing pretty bad, 5.8%. This is Russell 2000. What is this? This is a small cap index. And small cap index, which has 2000 small caps. Okay. So if I check from the top to the bottommost point, it is down by 22% roughly. So their small cap index is already in a bear market. Okay. And in fact, today only it has entered the bear phase, because today it has seen a cut of 5.7%. Till yesterday, from its all-time high, it was, the lowest it has seen is 18. This is the lowest actually, 19.14% lowest it has seen from the all-time high. But today that is broken and it has officially entered the bear territory, their small cap index, which is Russell 2000. So let me quickly repeat all the indices, 4 indices, typically what I track. I'm sure there might be people who are way more knowledgeable than I am. I do track US market, but I don't claim myself to be an expert in US. I don't claim myself to be an expert in Indian stock markets also. I'm a student. Whatever I learn, whatever I've been learning since the past more than 18 years in stock market, I try my level best to teach whatever I learn. But US markets, of course, I've not been tracking since 2000, 6 for sure. I've not been doing that. Maybe last few years I've been tracking US markets. I just see what the movement is, which index stands for what, which are the big companies out there. So from here, from the topmost point till here, the bottommost point, S&P 500, which is like an index of 500 companies, is down almost 11%. Then we talked about Nasdaq Composite, which is like IT index. Third one which we talked about is Dow Jones Industrial Average, which is more of an index of manufacturing companies. And the last one is Russell 2000, which is an index of small cap companies. Now, if I talk about Nifty today, man, what amazing resilience class. I was really happy to see how Nifty performed today. If you have seen my live stream, which I did on the 1st of March, I told you that because of tariffs, there is a chance that we might correct a little bit. Because that was the day when we had corrected around 300 points. And I said that if the tariffs come up a little bit more than what we had expected, then we can see markets go down a little bit. But check out the first March ka live stream. I told you that I don't feel it going like way below where we are. I told you that there are three clear, strong supports which we have. One was 23,000, one was 22,900, and one was 22,800. So I just felt that would we test one or two of these levels or not? But I'm so happy none of the levels were tested. Today's, just have a look at today's candle. This is Nifty candle. It is open equals to low candle. Okay, this was the lowest point at which we opened, and we did not go below this. Open was at 23,150, and low was 23,145, whatever, 5 points down. It's like nothing, almost open equal to low. And from there, we saw a pretty good recovery. None of the lower levels were tested. Even if you check where Gift Nifty is right now, Gift Nifty is down 170 points roughly. But if you check now, just have a look here, okay? S&P 500 down 3.7%. Nasdaq Composite down 5%. Dow Jones down 3%. Russell 2000 down 5.6%. Nifty, Gift Nifty down 0.7%. Happy. Because, there were so many people who were really, really, really scared as to what would happen. And so many people were not sure that, what next. If such tariffs are applied, there are great chances that Indian markets would see a second slide downwards. And the way we reacted today was beyond my imagination. Amazing. I loved how we reacted to the market today. Now, let me tell you my thought process of the overall tariffs, okay? So first, let's focus, okay? Very, very important points coming up, okay? First and foremost, today, whatever tariffs were applied, tariffs were not applied only to India. Tariffs were applied to 180 countries today. I will show you an image of how much tariff was applied to which countries. Sorry. Before I move on, as usual, I can see that, as I always keep my promises. Acha, tell me if you liked this US indices data or not. I'll wait for like 20 seconds. Exactly, Naman says it. 1,300 people who are watching live, and number of likes, thodi tari laaz asavi. 170 likes for 1,300 plus viewers. Kya yaar? Nahi banta hai. This is, I mean, it's free, and the more you smash the like button, the more YouTube understands that yes, there was some nice value in today's video. And then if it has more likes, YouTube is going to suggest this to more and more people. If it gets suggested more, then our dream of Har Ghar Investor goes one step ahead. So I would request everyone to smash the like button. One page by Ata karte hai, why you say market is always unpredictable. I think the world market has become Trumpable. Absolutely. No tariff. Kya baat hai. Loved this comment, Jay. Your comments are really witty. Jay, are you from Nashik? Just in case. I think you had told me some. I just offhand remember that you had told that you are from Nashik. I'm not 100% sure. If you are, just tell in the comment section. But I loved this comment. No tariff on likes. How many people are now watching? 1,325 and only 457 likes. Kya baat hai? Remember this. Yes, Nashik. Kya baat hai? By the way, my first ever Marathi Har Ghar investor is going to happen in Nashik. That's going to happen on the 1st of June. So the Book My Show link is yet to be out. It is going to happen. So all those Nashikkar, सगळे Nashikkar जे कोण ही stream बघतायत, Nashik is in Maharashtra for others. This is going to be my first ever Har Ghar investor event in Marathi, and it is going to happen in Nashik. So anyone who is in Nashik, who is around Nashik, would request you all to block your calendars and ensure that you do attend the event. It's going to be my first ever in Marathi, so very close to my heart. Well, one more English Har Ghar investor is on its way. I hope a lot of people already know about it. Almost 40 to 50% already booked. I was just checking this. This is the Har Ghar investor on 12th of April. Almost still 9 days remaining. 12th of April, 4:30 p.m. Almost 40-50% booked is what I can see here. And I could also see almost few people booking 8 seats in a row. I mean, I can see some groups are also coming. Anyone who is in Bangalore, who is around Bangalore, would love to see you all for this event. It's super fun during Har Ghar Investor. We do take live quizzes. So you can imagine something like audience poll in Kaun Banega Crorepati, which happens in the event. All the people give their answers. You can see the actual results on screen. We have an AMA session in the event this time, which is Ask Me Anything. So your questions and my answers. I'm going to talk about my Nifty target for 2027. A lot of things. It's going to be super fun. 1,000 people in the auditorium. I'm sure it's going to be worth experiencing it. Kya baat hai? Kishan, I think you're coming. He's saying, super thrilled to meet you in Bangalore, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, Niju says, I booked 3 seats, second row. Looking forward for it. Niju, kya baat hai? So much looking forward to see you as well. Anyone who is in Bangalore, who is around Bangalore, please don't wait to book your tickets. It's already 40-50% booked. I know still 9 days to go, but there you might not get the tickets at the last moment. So anyone who wants to come, please book your tickets now. Kya baat hai? Kishan says already booked 3 seats. Very nice, very nice. Super cool. So back from Bangalore event to tariffs. So again, sorry. You got my attention. Bringing my sister. I love that. Everyone who is coming, please encourage at least one female member in your family to come. This is just an attempt we all should do, so that even female members in the family start feeling that yes, we are also so much in finance and we can easily manage it by ourselves, right? So definitely such a welcome move. Good Kishan. Fantastic. Suhas says already attended in Mumbai, in Bangalore, however could not wait. Kya baat hai? Dimple says attending Bangalore, looking forward to see you. Kya baat hai? Badhiya. Wow, so many people are coming. Niju also says bringing my wife and daughter. This is the power of our channel. You all are empowering female members in your family. So heartwarming to see this. Amazing. Congratulations for those who are encouraging family members, female family members also, to come and take this one step towards financial literacy. Ranjit ji saying you are Amitabh Bachchan of finance. That's why I'm taking my left hand forward. And he's saying houseful show. Yes, definitely. All right. So with that, going back to our discussion, we were talking about tariffs, and we said that, okay, tariffs today were imposed on how many countries? They were imposed on 180 countries. And he has said that I'm going to charge discounted rate of tariffs. So according to him, these are discounted rates. Okay. So how much are the discounted rates? I'm going to quickly share my screen and I'm going to show that to you. All right. This is where we are. I don't know how they have calculated this. Some very danger calculation. They said that we are charging 52% tariff to USA, and that is why uska आधा 50% is 26% is what they are going to charge us. Okay, so full attention. Next 4-5 minutes, 100% attention. So what has he said? That any product which is coming from India to the United States, we are going to charge 26%. Okay. Just in case if you're like, Arey, but Rachana did a video on Tata Motors, and where she said that for cars it is 25%, and now how come it is 26%? So please understand, he has categorized sectors. Okay, he has said it's around 26%, but some sectors he said we are going to put 25%. So for example, he said existing tariff, whatever is there for auto parts, which is 25%, steel 25%, aluminium 25% tariffs. Okay, pay attention. Huh? So one segment is 25%, which are the existing tariffs, which he has announced a little bit earlier, before 2nd April only, auto parts, steel, aluminium, etc. Okay. Now he says, I'm also going to announce few sectors where I'm going to charge 0% tariff, exempted sectors. In that, obvious one was pharmaceuticals, because India is called as like the pharmacy of the world, and we provide so much generic drugs to USA, so much generic medicines to USA, that he not giving any exemption for tariffs on pharma was very, very difficult. And that is what we have seen. Pharmaceuticals has been exempted, totally exempted. Semiconductors has been exempted. Energy products has been exempted. Energy products, you can think of oil, coal, gas, all these are exempted, and copper also exempted. Okay. Now comes a little bit tricky part. Okay, 100% attention. What was also mentioned was that India will be charged a baseline tariff of 10% starting 5th April. So from 5th April to 8th April, I'm repeating, from 5th April to 8th April, he'll charge 10% on all other products. So I hope you are able to visualize these three categories. Okay, which three categories? Number one category is at 25%. Steel, aluminium, auto parts, etc. Second category, 0%, exempted. For exempted pharma, semiconductors, energy products, all these 0%. And third category, he's saying balance category. Third is balance category. He said balance category ke liye, we are going to apply 10% tariffs starting 5th of April, 5th April to 8th April, 10% tariff. And from 9th April, we'll take it to 27%. You check the news, you check different website, that is exactly what you'll be able to see, 27% tariff. So basically, what is the point is that in some areas you will see 26% tariff, in some you will see 27% tariff. So I'll be honest, there is still some confusion as to whether it's exactly 26% or 27%, but I am not giving so much importance. Take a 1% difference, we'll get to know about that. Whatever is the clarification, we'll get to know about that. Okay, now everyone again focus on one more point. So majority of the sectors will start facing the heat, will start facing the tariff starting 5th of April, 5th to 8th, 10%. After that, it will be 9% tariff. Chalo, okay till here, no worries. Big question is that, what do you think? Were we expecting this or not? And answer is yes. Okay. Now for that, what I did was I read through so many news articles. I went through a lot of interviews of all these experts who actually track global markets, and majority of the experts were like, everyone was expecting around 25% for India. Okay, so why am I telling this to you? Typically what experts say, have we factored in this bad news or not? Okay, have we factored this in or not? According to me, according to my understanding, whatever understanding I have of global market, I feel that we have more or less factored in this point that, okay, 25% was what was expected, and 26% was what was the outcome, 26%, 27%, whatever. Okay, so now what will happen is that whatever bad thing had to come, whatever bad we were expecting, whatever bad we were scared of, we already know about it. We always say, right, known devil is better than unknown devil. Now Trump tariff has become unknown devil. It has at least shifted the category from unknown devil to known devil. Is it better now? Yes. Okay, now understand one more very important point. Okay, again important point coming up. What I personally feel again that from here we should not face higher tariffs. In fact, what could happen is that, if you have seen my live stream on 1st of April, I told you that already we were into bilateral trade agreement talks with USA, the 3-day meeting which happened in New Delhi, it got extended by one more day. And it was a good meeting, is what was written on various news articles. What were the exact outcomes? No one knows. It was kind of a secret meeting. But we did a bilateral trade agreement related meeting 3-4 days in Delhi. In that live stream only, I told you that our minister said that we will continue with our talks through virtual meetings also. So what stand has India taken? India said that, okay, we understand that this is a new development. We understand that you have charged tariffs to everyone, but what would we want is that we would want to come to grounds where it will be kind of a win-win situation. It should not be like only we are facing the heat of it, or only US is going to get some is going to be impacted or is going to get damaged. So in simple words, how do we typically negotiate? Typically, when even on streets, whenever we do some street shopping, the guy who is going to sell products is going to say, this bag is for 1,000 rupees. The girl will start with 1,000, maximum I'll give 100. Huh? And then he says, array, not 1,000. Okay, chalo, theek hai. I'll give it at 800. Then the girl says 110. Then he says 700. The girl says 120. Okay. Then she starts walking away. Then the buyer says, chalo, theek hai, 500. She says 130. Achha, okay. Finally, when the negotiations end, maybe it may end closer to, let us say, 300. Okay. Now, what did we? Why did I give this example? Simple thing is that there are two parties. Both parties start with extremes, and ultimately we come down to a place where it is agreeable to both the parties, and that is what we saw today. What we have seen today is the extreme. US has charged 26%, 27%, whatever tariffs. I personally believe that these will not be enhanced. Whatever happens, it may get reduced. So the moment such news come, like Trump says we are rolling back tariffs on, let us say, 1, 2, 3 sectors, or he says we went into trade agreements, or we went into discussions and we have decided to reduce the tariff rate of XYZ sector by this much. These news could come up, but I really doubt if news of enhancing tariffs will come up. So what big point I'm trying to make is that whatever bad which was to happen is already done. Okay. Now important point is that, okay, I did talk about India. What about others? China. They are not saying we will come down on the table and we will discuss with you. China said we are promising that we'll take some countermeasures. China is saying you have imposed tariffs on us. We'll also do something. We are going to countermeasure it. They are not going to go on talking terms. And let's accept this as a fact that US is absolutely dependent on China as far as so many sectors are concerned, right? So China is in that much commanding power, and they have said that yes, we would want to do some countermeasures for you also. European Union said that we will try and do some negotiations, but if negotiations fail, then we'll also have to take some countermeasures. Japan has said this is extremely regrettable, and Japan has said that ideally US should exempt Japan from this tariff measures. So be it China, be it Japan, be it European Union, no one is saying that we'll negotiate, we'll do this, let's come down to middle grounds, but India is doing that. Okay, so what I feel is that after negotiations, in fact, we may get to see some news where the tariffs are maybe lowered a little bit. Okay, and if that be so, this will definitely bring in more cheer into the market. Okay, now before I move on, so I hope impact on India is clear. Okay, one last time, I'm just wrapping it up in less than 30 seconds. Impact on India is that our products will be, so wait. Impact, three categories I told you: 25%, 0%, and the third one is from 5th to 8th, 10%. Then it will increase to 27%. Okay, clear. Number 2, we said that we are going to negotiate wherever necessary. Okay. Number 3, what will happen is that now I want answers in the comment section. Okay. Now let's understand one final point. I am a manufacturer from India. I am selling auto components. Till now, export duty, or that let's say tariff. Okay, tariff that America was charging on me was 10. So my basic selling price was 100. 10 was the tariff. I was able to sell at 110. There is a manufacturer from America who is able to sell it in 120. Okay, from whom will the US guys purchase that auto component? I'm repeating one more time. I want quick answers in the comment section. I'm a manufacturer from India. I have auto components. I'm selling these auto components at 110 is the tariff. I'm able to sell at 110 versus there is a manufacturer in USA who is able to sell at 120. From whom will US people buy? Obviously from India. Absolutely. I get this answer. India, 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 obviously. Thank you. Now what is US doing? US is saying, Acha, is that the case? We are charging 25% tariff now. Now what will happen? India will be able to sell at what? 100 was my initial selling price. 100 plus 25. Now my new selling price will be 125 versus the American manufacturer is ready to sell at 120. Now from whom will the American car maker buy? Now quick answer. My selling price वैसे ही same 100, but now they are charging 25% instead of 10%. So my new selling price will now be 125 versus the US manufacturer. For him it's the same. He'll be able to sell at 120. Now from whom will the automakers buy? Correct. Now it is US. So quickly tell me, can it hit our exports? If this happens, if this continues, can it hit our exports? Can our export numbers go down? And answer is quick. Can our exports get hit? Can our exports come down? Answer is yes. Many people are saying yes. Okay, perfect. Again, for those who did not attend my live stream on the 1st of March, let me quickly share this data. India is in trade surplus with America. We export more as compared to what we import. Our trade surplus with America is $45 billion. So many people may get confused if they search on the internet. They'll see India US trade deficit is $45 billion. And there they'll see the name as India US trade deficit. Deficit is for them. For us, it's a surplus. We are selling more to US as compared to what we are buying from them. So India is at a $45.7 billion ka surplus India ke liye. Okay. Now the thing is that if our products become expensive, our exports could get hit, and that is the reason why this is how tariffs could impact us. Okay. So what is percentage surplus? Trade surplus is typically what we say. I have never seen people, I have not read a lot of percentage surplus. We typically call it as absolute surplus. How many billion dollars of surplus is generally what is said. Okay. What is the problem with USA? Okay, now think from the auto manufacturer's perspective. Okay. What has happened? Earlier, he used to get that auto component from India at 110. Now, very important point coming up. India will get the hit, agreed, Meenakshi, but bigger hit is on USA. How? Let's understand. Earlier, that US car manufacturer was buying the auto component from India at 110. Now, because my product has become 125 rupees, they are now going to buy it from the US manufacturer at 120. Now, the cost of production of the US car manufacturer has increased, and that is why he is now forced to sell the car at a higher price. Are you understanding this? The most important point we are coming to right now. Last point, most important point that we are coming to right now. Originally, the US car manufacturer was purchasing auto components from us at, let's say, 110. Now they are going to buy, let's say, at 120. The cost of production for the American car maker goes up, and now they'll be forced to sell at a higher price. Will that lead to inflation in America also? Absolutely. Kya baat hai? Rajarshi has given the correct answer, and he says cars will become expensive in USA. This is just an example that I gave for cars. That's going to happen in every sector, wherever they are going to have more and more tariffs. Exactly. Now everyone is understanding the impact. See, many people otherwise would fail to understand would they not switch to US guy who sold at 120? Exactly. They will. If they switch to the US guy who sold at 120, ultimately earlier they were buying from us at 110. Now from 110, they are now going to switch to 120, let us say. So their cost of production anyways has gone up. And if that be so, they're going to sell the cars higher. And ultimately, who's going to bear the brunt of this? It's the consumer. So if the consumer is ready to pay the higher price, okay, that is going to lead to inflation. But if the consumer says, "Are nahi baba, I'm not going to pay 10% extra, 20% extra, 25% extra," understand, ultimate loser is consumer is possibility number one. Possibility number two, consumers demand could drop. Okay, consumers demand could drop. If demand drops, the production numbers could drop. And ultimately, what could US see is a fear of stagflation. What is stagflation? Inflation. Why inflation? I hope you have understood. I've told that in absolute slow pace. Okay, I taught you why inflation could trigger in USA. Anyone who joined this late can rewind this and watch it again. I've told you why tariffs can in fact bring inflation in USA. Okay, they are going to face the heat also. So number one, as I mentioned, inflation will rise. And number two, like Pushkar is absolutely giving the correct answer, new cars may not get sold, and that is the reason why their economy could stagnate. So inflation plus stagnation, combined word is called as stagflation. That's not at all a good sign, because coming out of stagflation is not easy. It's a challenging task. And that is the main reason why US markets are reacting very negatively. For those who joined in late, because this is where we had started our live stream today, we did start with how S&P 500 has gone down almost 3.7% today, how Nasdaq Composite is down almost 5.1%, Dow Jones is down by almost 3%, Russell 2000, which is the small cap index, down by 5.5%, and Gift Nifty is down by 0.7%. Okay, well, Trump ideally plans, now understand, see, Trump, I'm sure, would have some plans. So what Trump says is that, understand, and now one last point. I was about to give the answer and I got this one. Was Trump not aware about this? Definitely he would have some people telling him what would happen because of tariffs. Absolutely, very very correct. I mean, that is exactly what question you should have had in your mind, and you did have had that question. I'm happy. Now let's understand one more point. To what I read in various news articles, what plans he has is that whatever tariff he collects, that will be like the national income. So additional income that US is going to generate. So whatever tariffs amount is collected, that he will use to subsidize American products. So let's say the American car manufacturer who was able to sell at 120, they may pass on a they may pass on a subsidy of, let's say, 5 or 10, so that the American manufacturer is able to make it at 110. Understand, this is the biggest important point. One more time, we should know this. One more time. Okay, 100% attention. Next 2 minutes. This is a very basic question. Didn't Trump know about this? He would also have known that this would increase inflation. What is his plan? His plan is that when he collects tariffs from different countries in the world, the tariff income, who earns this tariff? It's the government. The government, assume this much is the tariff income right now. Now this much tariff will be collected with increased tariffs. Now he says that I'm going to use majority of this money, or whatever money, out of this, whatever money he wants to use, he'll use it to subsidize products which are made in America. So he's going to pass this benefit to the companies who are making in America, so that, let's say, a product which is being manufactured at 120, our original example, American car manufacturer who was manufacturing at 120 would now be able to manufacture at, let's say, 110 only. So ultimately, the long-term plan is that replace a manufacturer from India who was able to sell at 110 with a manufacturer who is able to manufacture at 110 in USA. Okay, that's the ultimate plan. To be honest, on paper, it's a very good plan. Executing that is not easy. The biggest thing is that setting up factories in America, okay, these guys have enough money. Nilesh is saying Tatya is smart. Okay. Okay. Tatya is like uncle in Marathi, and Trump is very much famous in Maharashtra as Trump uncle or Trump tatya. Okay, so good thought process, but please understand. See, I had been to USA in 22, 23, whatever, and I've seen this. Anyone who is in the USA, anyone who is in the USA right now, and who is not staying in, cities like New York or whatever, thoda sa outskirts maybe. What I could see is that native people from USA, I'm not talking about Indians working there or something like that. Native people from USA, are they willing to do blue collar jobs? Are they okay being a worker in a factory? How many people, how many native people from America are okay doing these jobs? Anyone who is in the USA and is watching this live stream, please, if you can answer this, at least whatever I saw, whatever I experienced, I had a word with so many people out there. Uh, I got to know that it's very difficult to find labor in America. So if that be so, making in USA on paper is good, but actually executing that is going to be very, very difficult. Okay, so even though the idea is good, actual execution can be a big question mark. And please understand, first setting up a factory there, getting laborers, making it happen, uh, it is going to take so many years. For that, he has to have those many people working there. It's not easy. Initially, Mexicans are their option, is what Nilesh is saying, but I feel that he's still not okay migrating so many people from outside to USA, right? He typically wants more USA people getting the jobs. Why India is not doing like Trump? What India is not doing like Trump? If you can just specify, Naman. So all in all, let me just wrap this up. I feel that the idea is not bad, but execution is going to be a big question mark. It's not easy to manufacture in America. You have to have those many people working there. And oh, we have a person who is in USA and is attending this stream. I am in USA. Labor is actually difficult out here. This is a product based country. Absolutely, absolutely. So true, Ashay. That's what even my experience was when I had a word with so many people who are living there. So it's not going to be easy. Initially, I was also going through a lot of interviews today of different experts in this area who follow geopolitics, who follow global markets. And many of them were like, why did America initially lower their tariffs? Because they did this analysis that if we were to manufacture a product in America at this cost, we will be able to buy it from China or from India at this cost. Why not buy it from them? We will focus on IT and la 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 whatever. But some products which we are okay, if manufacturing in USA is at this cost, why not buy it from them at cheaper cost, be it India, be it China, be it whatever other countries? And that is the reason why tariffs were lowered initially, is what I saw in many interviews today. And now he's trying to reverse that. So it's not going to be that easy for USA. So it's again important how to track US markets now, because if US starts reacting in a negative way, it is going to impact the global markets also. In fact, I had read this somewhere that if USA even sneezes, if USA sneezes, the whole world gets cold. Okay, so this is what could happen. So we have to. It's good that we have started tracking US markets this Thursday live stream. For those who joined late, again, just for fun, I said that US markets were so happy that Rachana is now going to talk about us, that they said let's do something special, and they fell by 3%, 4%, 5%, because we wanted to cover in today's live stream, right? They were in limelight today. But I hope you understood a lot about what is this all tariff thing about. Again, just let me wrap this up with a very important point, that I feel whatever damage was to be done to India, we know about it now. It's not an unknown devil anymore. It's a known devil. Whatever could happen now, it majority of that I personally feel has been digested by the market. Now it will be more about, could USA go in recession? And those fears could lead the next moves downwards. But now I feel that for India, it's more about the upcoming quarterly results, which are expected from this very month. How our numbers come up is going to be really interesting, because that is going to guide our upward journey now. So if numbers come up good in India, we can see the markets going up. If our numbers are also bad, and if recession fears trigger, we could test a little bit of lower levels. But again, I stand firm with my opinion. uh, immediate support levels 22,800, I don't think they should be broken. Something terrible comes up, we have few more levels downwards. But as of now, I feel we have digested at least this tariff wala fear that has been digested is what I feel. So I just wanted everyone to understand very neatly and cleanly what is this all tariff fuss about. If you understood whatever I wanted to share today, as usual, still 1900 people watching, 800 likes. So uh, please tell me if you enjoyed today's stream or not. I actually dig down into absolute detail. We understand what is this tariff. We understood how many countries have been hit by tariff. 180 countries hit by tariff. We understood the impact on India. We understood uh, what is the stance of India, of different countries. Then we understood if we have if we are the one who are at the facing end, why is American markets going down? Why are American markets going down? We talked about how inflation can impact them, and we understood four indices today. What is S&P 500? We understood what is Nasdaq. We understood what is Dow Jones Industrial Average. We understood what is Russell 2000. All these indices also we understood about why these exist. What are the key points for these? Uh, so I just wanted to share so many things today. So I hope you found a lot of value in today's live stream. Of course, I'm going to talk one or two points more about stocks and sectors, which ones I'm watching right now. Before that, a quick reminder one more time: anyone who is in Bangalore, who came in late, Bangalore sorry, Bangalore live event, Har Ghar Investor, happening on the 12th of April at 4:30 p.m. And whoa, all these whatever 40-50% already booked. And event is still 9 days away, but I don't think the tickets are going to stay there till the last day. I really doubt with this. So anyone who is coming for this, we are going to have some fun quizzes, some surprise gifts to be won this time, selfies, um, and of course my target for Nifty 2027. So many things, knowledge, fun. It's packed with knowledge and fun. So wanting to see a lot of people around in the Bangalore event. So definitely would love to do that. Ranjit ji saying, please create a selfie point in Bangalore so that people can easily take a selfie with you. Ranjit ji, you know what happens in the first two events? I had bouncers for me because I was not sure whether people would really, you know, behave properly or not for the selfies. But I just told one thing, that I'll give a selfie to every single person who wants it. Only thing is that I need discipline. We all are educated people. We should behave like educated people. So anyone who wants a selfie, please queue up. I promise I'll give a selfie to every single person. And believe it or not, everyone queued up. The bouncers were just waiting like this, ki no one is misbehaving. At one point they were bored. They requested, madam, can we click selfies for them? Otherwise we are just sitting. So bouncers then turned into photographers for both Mumbai event and then Pune event also. And that is the reason why I feel bouncers will not be required in Bangalore also. Rather than they turning into photographers, I think it's okay. We can do it. Typically we have selfies on stage only. You guys come on stage and we have selfies there. So it's going to be fun, I'm sure. Did you watch ZNMD 2 trailer? They're calling yes as yas, just like we do on this. Oh really? Zindagi Na Milegi Dobara 2 is coming up. I didn't know about that. Oh no, I think they have done an advertisement for Abu Dhabi, if I remember, wherein they say yas. I know. I mean, I think they follow our channel also, and that is the reason why they are saying yas instead of yes. Okay. Anyways, as a LinkedIn user says, well explained, brought in much of clarity. Thank you so much. Selfies for what? Selfies for those who are attending my live event in Bangalore. Okay, link is there in the description box and in the pinned comment. Okay. Ankit is saying copyright strike kar do, ma'am, for yes. I know, right? I know. Okay, okay. Quick questions. First question is, let me see if you can give me a correct answer. Why is IT going down? Today, IT took a bad hit. Huh? I'll share my screen. Today, Nifty IT fell by what, 3 or 4%. Let me just check once. 4.2%. Nifty IT down 4.2%. Let me see if you give a correct answer or not. Will tariffs be applicable on IT sector? Yes or no? Will tariff be applicable on IT sector? Yes or no? IT services export. Will tariffs be applicable on IT services export? Yes or no? Getting mixed answers. All right. And the correct answer is, for IT service exports, no tariffs. No tariffs. Tariffs are for sale of goods, not for sale of services. Okay. But then why is IT correcting? What's the reason? Why is IT correcting? Now understand the long shot for IT. Okay. Last 2 minutes again. Assume that I am an IT service provider. I supply, or I give software services and other IT services to an automobile company in USA. We are continuing with the example of automobile. Okay. One more time. I am an IT company. I provide software and IT services to an automobile company in USA. Now, what happened? What did we discuss in the last 30, 40 minutes, whatever? Now, automobile companies are fearing that because our raw material cost will shoot up, we'll have to sell cars at a higher price. Because we'll have to sell cars at a higher price, there is a possibility that consumers may not buy it. And because of this, our sales could go down. If our sale goes down, la 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 la. I have seen so many answers correct in the comment section. This is a fear of recession. Now, if recession hits in the USA, they may not give more and more contracts to IT. So basically, correct. So it is as good as, may not be stopping outsourcing per se. It's difficult, but they may delay the projects, or they may cut down on the spending. Okay, whatever they feel this is a non-essential thing, let's cut down, let's wait. They'll hesitate to renew right away. Dips is saying persistent took big hit. Absolutely right. So the moment you see that there are recessionary fears, first sector to go down for India could be IT. Now think logically of one or two sectors. I'm not going to give you the answer. Let me see if you can give me an answer. One or two sectors which has zero connection with USA. Those could be definitely added to your watch list. At least you should track these sectors. Indian sectors which have zero connection with USA. I got three answers. One is defense. Okay. Banks. Absolutely. Banks and financial services is one sector. How are they going to supply to USA? Okay. So, of course, again, if you take a long shot, then, okay, IT companies, anyways, their top line is going to go down. They may want to borrow less, and that is why the overall impact on the banking sector will be there somehow or the other. So yes, one point could be banking. Second one is power. Why not? I have done three stocks. I've discussed three stocks, summer special stocks. I'm not sure how many of you watched those videos. Pooja, I'm sure you are there in the live stream. If you could just paste the link of all those three stocks. I have discussed about NTPC. I have discussed about Blue Star. I've discussed about Varun Beverages. None of them is linked to the US economy. It is going to be crazy summer in India. In India, if the summer is really hot, the power demand is going to rise. If the power demand rises, then this power companies could get benefited. AC companies could get benefited. Sorry. AC, I said AC and I sneezed. Sorry. And the third one is companies with cold drinks, something like Varun Beverages, they could get benefited. Okay, so has got nothing to do with American recession. Okay, pharma, again, of course, 0% tariff, but what if they charge, if they take it out from the 0% list and put it into, let's say, 2%, 5%, whatever. Okay, so I think the no-brainers, I had two no-brainers in mind. One was banks and BFCs, which someone said, and second no-brainer is one that I said, power-related stuff, which is related to summer. That has got nothing to do with what happens in the USA. Okay, so try to analyze stocks which have got nothing to do with USA. Now, what could happen is that even if markets were to go down because of the sentimental issue, they could also drop with the sentiment, but there is no problem with that stock specifically, and they could bounce back pretty quickly. Okay, so try and check for sectors which are not really directly correlated with USA. Okay, telecom, yes, that could also be one point. Yes, absolutely. Oil, again, yes. So I hope you have understood what should be your thought process while analyzing sectors. You can do that analysis by yourself and study accordingly. Okay, it's 9:57. After a long time, we have taken the live stream till almost 10. I started my live stream on my Marathi channel at 8:15, and typically I take it from 8:15 to 8:45. I take a 15 minutes break. I start again at 9, and 9 to 9:45 is what I do on the English channel. Today we did a live stream on Marathi channel from 8:15 to 9. We started here at 9:1, 9:2, and till 10. So I've been talking from 8:15. But I hope you enjoyed today's live stream. I hope you found a lot of value in today's live stream. All the relevant links I'm going to put in the pinned comment in the description box. Thank you everyone for joining. For those, everyone should know that we do live streams every Thursday at 9:15 p.m. and I try my level best to give a weekly roundup of what are the important events, so that everyone understands what are the key events, what happened in the entire week, right? So thank you everyone for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Till then, take care. Before that, take care. Today's stream is full of knowledge. Thank you so much, Anirudh. Anyone who has still forgotten to smash the like button, 1000 like cross हो गया. भाग्यच उजळलं माझं. 1000 people have liked my live stream. Thank you so much. Okay. Ranjit ji says talking is natural to you. No promise. Okay. Take care. So thank you everyone for watching. Don't forget to check out. Oh God, so many people are saying thank you, ma'am. So sweet. Thank you. Enjoy today's live stream. Thank you so much. Every Thursday, keep on visiting the Thursday live streams. Even I love to teach whatever I learn. Thank you, ma'am. Oh, thank you so much. Many people saying thank you today. A lot of value, I guess, in today's live stream. Thank you so much. And this is also for my team. It's a team effort. I explain, but the data collection is also done by my team. So thank you also passes on to my team as well. But thank you everyone for attending. Don't forget to check out the links in the description, in the pinned comment. Final reminder for those who are in Bangalore and in Nashik for 1st of June, Bangalore 12th of April. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next one. Till then, take care. Jai Hind and bye-bye.